YouTubers, Bald Rhino back with another exciting PSA vintage reveal. I've received these cards back in one big bulk order, and the theme again is the 84, 86. I really need to do more work on them. So you'll see PC items, you'll see some cards I thought that would have some value in the future, and you'll also see just some fun things. So without further ado, here's Dale Murphy's 86 PSA 8. Just again, you know, these cards are centered, but obviously there are things wrong with them. An 8. Roberto's Clementes. This is the tribute card, PSA 9. Really love these cards. They're just sharp, 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 sharp. Tough to get 10s though. I have so many of these, and I just submitted the best ones and still did not achieve the 10 on that card. Beautiful though. I'm a PC guy of Roberto Clemente. Here's a disappointment in the order. This is I think the best of the cards in terms of its design, and I just cannot seem to get a high grade. This is an 8, so that's a disappointment for sure. But it's a pretty card for those of you who haven't seen it. That's the tribute number 4. How about those Red Sox, huh? Puig flexed a little early. This is rolling. I love this set so much, and it's an impossible grade as well. So I do try to send in those that I think are perfect, and this got the 9, doggone it. I like the little trophy on there, but it's a beautiful card. I just think it's interesting that in some sets PSA is just so strict, and then others they're just not. This one is a pop 1. Finally did get a 10 out of the Andrew Jones. So there's a success. I'm sure there's a lot out there, just hasn't been submitted much, but it's nice to have the first 10. A lot of people would never slab this card. I knew it was a 9 when I submitted it. It's off center, but that's the rookie for him, and so that's actually kind of a tough pull. So I just wanted that in a slab. Beautiful card. The actual PSA 10 in the reprint there goes for quite a bit. Another 9. This is the 1963 Topps reprint. Don't know exactly what was wrong with that one. That one I looked at. Those the blue borders and things like that are always hard with PSA, black borders and so forth. Really a pretty card though. All right, this one I submitted because I was quote-unquote certain it was a 10. So nobody in their right mind would submit Tom Herr, but I looked at this, and centering was perfect. I have a little tool that I bought online that helps me with centering, and so obviously it's a corner or a surface issue, but a pretty card. So that's a failure for sure. Here's a card that is a very tough grade, and it remains so. The Bowman's Best, Derek Jeter. It's a PSA 9. The card all the way around is just tough, but that's one of the better ones. It's a great picture of Jeter. A lot of flash. I wasn't going to get this one graded, but a lot of people online suggested that I should. Not really a relic guy, but this is 91 out of 99 Miguel Cabrera. It's the gold patch, game used memorabilia. So I knew it was a 9 when I submitted it, so hopefully that wasn't stupid, but we'll see. I just think that, you know, if you have a Hall of Famer and it's numbered, you should probably get it slabbed. Here's the victory, but it's expected if you don't get 10s on this modern stuff, you're really wasting your money. But Here's a Panini Donruss facing right there, PSA 10. I love the design of these cards. I just think they're sharp. So it's nice to get a 10 for sure. And then here's some vintage coming up. So those of you who like that stuff like me, I slap pretty much anything that I think is going to hold its value. But this is the Thurman Munson rookie card, PSA 5. It's pretty well centered. Not too bad. I mean, obviously you hope for a higher grade on something like that, but I was okay with it. And then one of the cards I really like, I will slab it anytime I see it, really, because you know, 3 of the greatest players of all time all in one card. This is the 73 Topps all-time home run leaders, and you've got Ruth, Aaron, and Mays on there. It's awesome, and the centering on this card is spectacular in terms of what you typically see. It's just the corners were not in good enough shape to carry a really high grade, but man, when you get centering like that on a 73 card, that's pretty sweet. And then if I see a card with a really famous Hall of Famer on it that's perfect in my estimation, I'm going to go ahead and slab it. And so here's the Mickey Mantle commemorative from the 96 Topps set, and it did receive a PSA 10, so that was a nice victory for sure. The beauty of that card. It just talks about Mickey Mantle, Yankees, and so forth on the back, but just a neat card. It's a neat set, actually, you know, for junk era to have Mantle cards in there. And so here comes some cards that I just am really happy with. I wasn't going to grade them because I wasn't sure. I thought they were virtually perfect, but then you never know. So the Machado, he's doing everything he can to ruin his reputation. But PSA 10 in his rookie card, 2013 finest. So just a beautiful card, it really is. You'll see a couple of those. And here's the AL Active RBI leaders, PSA 8. I thought the centering was better, corners were better. I just have no idea. 84, 86, I'm just tough. Tough. This was a fun card to get. I wasn't going to submit this one either, because you just can't miss. If you get a 9, you've wasted all your money. So there's a 96 King Griffey Jr. PSA 10. It's a great card of him sliding. And then back to the 96 Mickey Mantle. This is the, oops, sorry about that. This is the Foundation card, PSA 10. Not rare by any stretch, but again, if you're submitting it, you have to get a 10. So that was awesome. And then for the basketball lovers, I did have a basketball card. You know, I used to love basketball when it was played properly. Not everything was a three-pointer. And so Kareem was just awesome. Just an awesome player. And I had this from my collection. I said, you know what, if it gets an 8, I'll be happy, and bam-o. Look at this sky hook. Is that sweet? It's a shame to see how basketball's evolved into this, throw the ball into the key and then kick it back out for the 3 on every play. It's just boring. But that is a beautiful card. One of the best players ever. All right, back to the 2013 finest. Bryce Harper. I was really excited to get this. PSA 10. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful. It's not a refractor, it's just base, but again, you got to get 10s if you're going to do that. All right, the Mike Trout finest. Look at that beauty. I think that anytime you just got to slab Trout. I mean, he could be the modern day Mickey Mantle, really. He is a special player. A guy that's incredibly popular, the Judge. Here's a PSA 10 of his 2018 Heritage card with the big trophy on it. Very pretty. All right, back with a couple more here. This is the Mickey Mantle post serial hand cut. Hope everybody likes that one. This one's fun. This one I owned as a kid. And Matt, who you've seen as a special cameo in multiple videos, we traded it back and forth. You'll get a kick out of the back here. Blank like my mind. No, that's pretty funny. But PSA 3, great. I was happy to get that, given the fact that we traded it 1,000 times probably. This was a big victory here. It's a tough card with the gold on the right there. The Judge 2017 salute card. It's a PSA 10. Sorry about the glare there. It's awful hard to, but it's a pretty card. I'm not a Judge collector, so I get rid of them all, but fun. Now this is my favorite card of the submission, I think. Probably one of them, I don't know. I love it. But this is the Otani. It's a PSA 10 out of this World Crystals. It's the Panini Donruss, but look at that sweet thing. Got a low pop too, despite his popularity. So I'm pretty happy with that. Apparently the surgery went well, so you hope the kid comes back. He was fun to watch, really fun. And this was kind of a disappointment. I think everybody owns this card, but I thought it had a chance for a 10, but it didn't. It came back a 9, but I'll take it. It's the Frank Thomas rookie. The only kind of valuable card ever, really, that Score's ever done, I would think. I don't know. People disagree with me there, but pretty beautiful card. And this is how stupid I can be sometimes. I have this tool that measures like perfect cards, and I thought his name was hilarious. And so I won't submit any more 82 Fleer. I have quite a few of those, but this was the most perfect card I've ever seen from that set, and it came back a 9. And so again, those early 80 cards, if you are not perfect, it is just not going to get a 10. And it's a reminder that if you need a 10 or want a 10, you have to buy a card that was graded before the Lighthouse came out, or earlier generation PSA cards. So it's perfect, but not a 10. Here's a 10. I submitted a couple 84 Donruss cards that I knew were going to be close, and I have his autograph and some other things. And so Medlock with that sweet jersey, it's awesome. PSA 10, not worth much, but beautiful card. This is a flea market buy, like for 10 cents or something. Love that set. That's a, if you look at the 80s boxes, that 84 Donruss is keeping its value. Now, when I looked at this a second time, I wish I hadn't submitted it because it's a little off-center to achieve the 10. But still, nonetheless, a pretty card. You can't go wrong with anything with the 84 Donruss. Just a popular set. Should be, too. And then last but not least, finish it on a low note, I guess, is not so low, I guess. This is the guy Eddie, another one of those 84 cards I thought was perfect, and achieved a 9. Pretty card, though. I just love that set. Very nice design. All right, have a great one, and go Red Sox. Let's finish this one off. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Have a good day.